So your agency is stuck. You're great at what you do. Your clients even get great results, but you're trapped in the feast or famine cycle. You're fighting for $3,000, maybe even $5,000 clients, and you can't figure out how to break through to that next level. You see other agencies scaling to 100K a month and beyond, and you know you're just as good as they are. So what's the difference? Come in, let me tell you a secret. It's not your service. It's not your team. It's not your marketing. It's your goddamn offer. The offer that got you to 10K a month is the very thing keeping you from getting to 10 million a year. So in the next 18 steps, in the next 18 minutes, I'm going to give you the exact framework the top 1% of agencies use to build and sell high-ticket offers of $15,000, $50,000, even $100,000. This isn't a theory. This is the blueprint we use to scale our own agency past 8 figures. And because I don't want you just watching, I want you implementing. I've created what essentially is a complete course disguised as a lead magnet. It's called the high-ticket offer. It's called the $10 million question. Are you a bricklayer or an architect? So you can click below. You can get a copy of that. I'm going to be referencing it throughout this video, and you can download the complete blueprint for free or just use the link, whatever you need to do. This isn't just information. It's a complete marketing system or a complete system for you transforming your agency. By the end of the video, with this guide, you'll have everything that you need to escape the commodity trap forever. And what I mean by commodity trap, I mean a commoditized service. This is what's killing agencies every single day. So we'll dive into it right now. The first thing we need to talk about is what I discussed before. The problem isn't your skill, it's your structure. If you're stuck in the trenches, you're fighting low-ticket retainers while you watch less talented competitors scale to the moon. It's not you or your skill, it's your offer. That's the one thing that's holding you back. So you could be one of two things. You could be the bricklayer or you could be the architect. So imagine two people. One is standing in front of a messy pile of bricks, lumber and wires, and he's trying to sell you the quality of the bricks and the durability of the wood. Most agencies are selling bricks. They're selling just little pieces. They sell Facebook ads, SEO, content creation. They're the service providers. They're bricklayers, right? Now, you could be the architect. The other is standing in front of a stunningly built mansion, complete with a pool, breathtaking view. He's selling you a lifestyle, a dream, an outcome. So the top 1% of agencies sell mansions. They sell predictable client acquisition systems. They sell marketing domination frameworks. They automate revenue engines. They are the outcome architects. They sell ideal outcomes. They don't sell a service. We have to create something transformational, something that they can visualize. So which sale is easier? What do you think? Obviously, it's the architect. It's this one. So this guide is your architectural blueprint for your new offer that you're going to create after watching this video because I want you to succeed. All right. So by the end of this document, you'll have a step-by-step framework to make it happen. So let's jump into chapter 1, the high ticket mindset. Before we even touch your offer, we have to rewire your brain. Your pricing is a direct reflection of your own self-worth, your perception of the value that you provide. So the reason you're not charging $25,000 is because right now you don't truly believe that you're worth it or what you're offering is actually worth it. That's why. So there's 3 different ceilings that somebody could hit. We have the imposter ceiling. This is, imposter syndrome. You feel like a fraud for charging high prices because you know you're not perfect and you can't guarantee results 100% of the time. Guess what? Nobody can. We use third-party platforms to advertise and help people grow. We are not in control. We can do the best we can to give it what it wants to see, but at the end of the day, we are at the hands of these marketing platforms that we choose to run ads and build websites on, right? So high-ticket clients are not buying perfection. They're buying leverage, expertise, and a system that dramatically increases their probability of success. We just want a good chance. We just want to offer them a good chance. And if we have results and we succeed more often than others, then that's great. Second is empathy ceiling. You feel bad charging so much because you know it's a lot of money for the client. You're protecting your own financial reality onto them. You're projecting that, not protecting, you're projecting it. So for a business doing $5 million a year, a $25,000 investment to solve a problem costing them $5,000 is a rounding error. It's an IQ test they're happy to pass. All right. So, and the last one is a service ceiling. So you believe you are paid for your time and effort. You calculate your price based on the hours you put in, which is a one-way ticket to never being scalable and making a lot of money. So you're not paid for your effort, never. You are paid for the value, the outcome you create. A surgeon isn't paid for the 60 minutes of surgery. They are paid for the 10 years of training and the lives that they save. You can't put a value on brain surgery if you remove a tumor from someone's head. There's no hourly wage there. It's the cost of the service. It's the cost of saving someone's life. So we're not saving anybody's lives here. Maybe we are. But in order to do this, we need to have some sort of like mindset shift. And this is what I call the architect's vow. It's something that you can do. You can recite to yourself every day if you wanted to do it. Put it on your wall, internalize it. I'm not going to read them all out. You can read them yourselves. But until you believe in these statements and that you are this person doing this thing, then you'll always subconsciously sabotage yourself in any attempt to sell a high ticket offer. Your tonality will betray you. You have to believe it. You gotta implement it. You have to do it, or else you'll never get anywhere. All right. So every offer has 4 pillars. And each of these next chapters, I'm going to walk you through these pillars. So pillar 1 is the bleeding neck problem. So why do we call it the bleeding neck problem? It's kind of gory. It's kind of visceral. Well, because when someone's bleeding from the neck, it's a very, very important problem to solve. It's something that's important. It's urgent, right? So a high ticket offer solves expensive problems. You can't charge a premium for a vitamin, but you must be a painkiller for a bleeding neck problem. So this is the most critical calculation that we can do when it comes to cost of inaction, to solving a bleeding neck problem. So how we do this is how we quantify the cost of inaction in like some sort of worksheet or methodology, right? So if the service problem is we're not getting enough leads, let's dig deeper. The second order of the consequences, what does that really mean for the business? Sales team is idle and expensive, revenue is unpredictable, causing cash flow stress, growth has stalled, allowing competitors to gain market share. So what's the financial cost of that? Quantify every aspect of the problem in dollars. So wasted ad spend, ad budget with poor return on investment. If they're spending $10,000 a month, then that's what they're losing every single month. Missed revenue, target number of clients plus the average LTV. Let's say it's $50,000. The sales team inefficiency. If sales rep salary is low, number of calls, $15,000 a month. Opportunity costs. Market share to lost competitors. It's kind of priceless, but we can frame it as urgent, right? So total monthly cost of inaction could be $75,000 or more. This is costing them, right? So here's a worked example for this. Our surface problem, our booked demo rate is low. The second order consequence, they spend $20K a month on ads, but their sales team, which may cost, let's say $30K a month, is only 50% utilized. They are missing their growth targets and their board is getting nervous. So this is someone like they're not getting enough sales calls. The team is being underutilized. This is a fucking problem. So the cost of inaction here, wasted ad spend, $10,000, 50%. Wasted sales team salary, $15,000. Missed revenue, 10 missed deals at a $25K LTV, which puts you at $250,000. The total cost of an action that you can show this to somebody if you're doing like a lead gen offer is around $275,000. When you frame the problem this way, is a $25,000 or even a $50,000 investment to fix a $275,000 problem expensive? No, it's not. It's an immediate and obvious financial decision because if you don't stop it, it's going to keep bleeding. You're going to keep losing money and that business is going to continue to fail. So you can use this section to get specific, do the math. You can do this for your specific niche. Like if you're doing this for chiropractors, if you're doing it SEO for blue collar businesses, no matter who you're doing it for, you can create this type of situation, and you can plug and play. You can put this in the chat GPT, you can ask it to make a calculator for you, and it will. So chapter 3 is what I call the pillar. Pillar 2, the uncopyable moat. So once you've identified the expensive problem, you need a proprietary way to solve it. This is your unique mechanism, your secret sauce that prevents you from being a commodity. So a unique mechanism, just to warn you, a unique mechanism is not just a fancy name. It must be genuinely different, more effective process than what everybody else is doing. You have to have something that's genuinely different than what everybody else is doing. So here's the 3-layer mechanism stack. So foundational philosophy. What is your core belief about why others fail and why you succeed? So an example could be other agencies fail because they focus on clicks and impressions. We believe that are true, and that growth only comes from converting traffic into qualified sales conversations, right? Now you could have the signature process. What are the distinct phases of your methodology? Give them branded, benefit-driven names. So, for example, give it a proprietary name, the predictable pipeline system. Phase 1, the deep dive diagnostic. Phase 2, the conversion asset factory. Phase 3, the scalable traffic engine. And phase 4, the ROI optimization loop. So you're in the process. You do one step at a time of creating something proprietary, creating something special. Now you're like, well, there's nothing special about what I do. I guarantee you there is, and you can easily find something, because there's a lot of people who are just doing boring ass marketing. You could find something special and make it your own. And then lastly, we have the tool and tactic layer. So what specific tangible tools, tactics, or sub-processes do you use within each phase? So example, so under phase 2 here, our proprietary VSL scripting formula, the 7-point landing page, the framework, landing page trust framework, and our automated testimonial harvester. So you can create all of these things underneath that signature process, right? So here's a case study from a web designer to a conversion architect using that bricklayer and like the architect ideology. So the bricklayer, this would be before someone who's just a commoditized service. We build custom WordPress websites for $5,000. Process, design, develop, and launch. Results, competes with thousands of other designers on price. The architect, once we implement the things that we learn in this system, we install the conversion-based focused web presence, a complete system designed to turn your website into your #1 salesperson for $20,000. Now, you don't have to say the price, but which one sounds more attractive? Obviously this one, right? So the unique mechanism you can break down into these 4 phases. And now look how much more detailed you have for this website offer. So this is no longer a website design service. It's a strategic investment, a transformational offer that's a revenue generating asset for this business. Now we have to execute on this, but this could help you with your execution. You could then plan your fulfillment better with building out your offer like this. Chapter 4, pillar 3, the done-for-you transformation. So high-ticket clients are buying back their time. The more complexity and effort you can absorb, the more premium your offer becomes. This is the principle of maximum logistical intensity transfer. So logistical intensity, learned that from the late great Daniel Fazio, is something where we're doing so much work for these people that they are no longer having to do that much. We take everything off their plate. It has become so obvious that what we're doing is worth it. There's so much value there that they have to do it. And that's one way that we can create value in our offer, is by creating logistical intensity. We're taking the hard stuff away from them. If we could do more for them and make their life easier, then we should do it. All right, so list every single task, no matter how small, required to get your client the desired outcome. Then honestly assess who is responsible for it. So the goal here is to move as many checks as possible from the client to you. All right, so this is how we can create, because you might not realize how much you can actually do for them, and a lot of it's super easy. It'd be easier if you did it regardless. It would help move the offer along faster. You'd get more fulfillment done faster. It's just easier. So here's an evolution of an offer based on the logistical intensity. So level 1, a 3K offer, the done with you model. You provide the strategy and templates. The client does most of the implementation. Level 2, 10K offer, the done for you service. You handle the core delivery, the client handles all the surrounding tasks. And then a level 3, 25K or more offer, the done for you, the done by us system. You handle everything. You install a complete end-to-end system. The client's only job is to approve key items and take the sales calls. So we help our clients create these offers using the same methodology. So if we ever work with an agency or a coaching business who they don't have an offer like this, they don't have marketing language, we help them write it. So another way to think of like how you should be pricing and your offer is your price should be directly proportional to the amount of logistical intensity that you absorb from the client. So massive value is derived from massive work. If you're doing a bunch of shit for someone, you can charge a shitload more money. That's what this all means. And chapter 5, pillar 4, the irresistible close. So this is where you make your offer a mathematical certainty and an emotional relief. You prove the ROI and then you remove all the risk. So we need an ROI calculator. This is going to be an absolute game changer when it comes to selling a high ticket offer, showing a return on investment, just how easy it is to actually obtain that. So go beyond a simple template. A truly professional ROI calculator becomes the centerpiece of your sales presentation, built in Google Sheets, or you can have ChatGPT or Manus write you an entire code and it can be live on the internet. It's so much cooler. So tab 1, input the client dashboard, client facing. You need to get these from the client or on the sales call. So average sale price, client LTV, current sales close, current monthly ad spend, current number of leads calls per month. Tab 2, the projection engine. So this will be your model. So your conservative performance metrics and estimates. So projected click-through rate, cost per click, landing page conversion rate, and number of leads calls per month. And then the money slide is the final presentation showing the dramatic transformation and return on investment. So here it would be like an outcome of a summary, like an example. So part 2 is where we can build some sort of guarantee matrix, right? So a guarantee is not a sign of weakness. It's the ultimate sign of confidence. And I truly believe that. Every great agency, no matter how big or small, they have some sort of guarantee. All right. So the better the guarantee, the more effective our offer will be. Also, the strength of your guarantee can be directly proportionate to how much client social proof that you have. All right. So you can go through this table and you can see for yourself, but a guarantee type can be performance-based. So we guarantee a minimum of 50 qualified leads in 90 days. If we fall short, we continue working for free until this milestone is hit. So the pros here, high confidence, signal, non-cash liability for the agency. The cons here can lead to scope creep if not tightly defined, right? So this is best for predictable lead gen systems. If you're not a predictable lead gen system, then that type of guarantee doesn't really offer any value. So a return on investment based guarantee you could do. We'll guarantee you at least 2x your investment within 6 months, or we'll refund our entire fee. This is the strongest possible guarantee. It attracts serious clients and also people maybe not so serious who are kind of cheap. So you have to be careful with this one. It requires tracking client revenue. It has a very high financial risk because you're going to be paying them back and it's going to be in an agreement. That's how you get people to close. So this goes with agencies with deep trust and proven repeatable results. So if you're really good at what you do and you have repeatable results, then this is something that you can leverage. I'm not going to go through all of these, but you can see for yourself. And then we have chapter 6, the science of pricing. So this is how we decide what our offer is worth. So going through this page, you'll find how you can price your offer in the best possible way, and coming from a place of value, not just I'm just throwing a number on it for no reason. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to touch in this video. We'll jump into the sales process when we get farther into these other videos. So I'm going to keep talking about offers because I think it's so important. But sales process and everything else will be another video. So thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe. I'm going to keep making more of these videos and this content for agencies and coaching businesses. These are all things that we can implement and truly make a difference. So I'll talk to you soon.